Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a wonderful day of football, so let's review all of it before we head into today's games, as we do. And obviously, you think I'm going to not start with the England game? You think I'm not going to start with the England game? I have to start with the England game, because England, you know, it's what I'm going to be talking about most on this channel over the period of the Euros, and we got a nice 1-0 victory. And I say nice, obviously it wasn't. It could have been nicer. It definitely could have been nicer, but I'll take that 1-0 win. I will be happy with the 1-0 win. A 1-0 win's a 1-0 win. It's a win. And a clean sheet, and Bellingham got a goal, and it was nice to see Bellingham get the goal. Someone who we really did miss in them friendlies that we played in the past couple of weeks. He's come back into the team and he built up that goal and he scored that goal, and he was all involved in that goal, and I'm so glad for it, because we really were missing a player like Bellingham in the team to just take care of things for us. That takes me to the next point of players that just weren't really taking care of things for me. Starting with Trippier. Trippier, someone playing at left back, is very much out of position right now, but is there a need for us to play 3 right backs at once? Gareth Southgate, I know you love a right back, but is there a need for 3 of them? This is why I think we should have took someone like Tyreek Mitchell in with us, make it 5 pounds players, because why not? I can't wait for Shaw to come back. Shaw is so vital. I was watching over all of our Euros goals for Euro 2021 when we got to the final. And Shaw obviously scored the goal in the final, but he was so involved in all the goals. It's unbelievable how disrespected he is in football right now. In general, Luke Shaw is one of England's best players, and he just doesn't get the respect that he deserves, in my opinion. But saying that, we are really missing him right now on that left side. Another player on that left side that I'm still not a fan of, I'm still not sold on, is Foden. Obviously, I'm sold on him as a footballer. I can see he's a very good footballer for Manchester City, but he doesn't show it for England, and it's getting on my nerves now. It's just getting on my nerves. You know, he is becoming the Paul Scholes of this generation, someone who can show it for club week in, week out, but as soon as he puts on an England shirt, he can't show it. And we've got plenty of players who do the reverse, who, you know, they might put in a bad performance in it for a club, but have never put a foot wrong for the country. And that's the type of player that I'd rather in the squad, rather than someone, but he has the potential to do really well. I'd rather have someone that does do well in an England shirt, you know, like a Jack Grealish or a Rashford, who have both been sent home. But right now, I want to see Eze in that team. Even Jared Bowen. I thought Jared Bowen had a really good game when he came on today for Saka. And these are just all shouts that take Foden's position in the team, because I don't think Foden is up to scratch in an England shirt. He just, you know, when he's not got these superstars around him on them, say mind boggle, it's just not working for him. And then the final one, I hate being nitpicky about my team, because, you know, I want to be positive as positive as I can, but in a 1-0 victory, I've got to be nitpicky. And I think I'm still looking at Trent in midfield. I think Trent had a good game, but I think there were mistakes there still, and I feel, you know, a Wharton or a Mainu has to get to the team there. So really, in my head, I'm still seeing Luke Shaw, Mainu and Eze need to get into this team as quick as possible if we want to get to the later stages of the tournament, because otherwise it's not happening. I think the defence, apart from that, I think Gay had a really good game. Obviously someone who wasn't expecting to start this tournament. Obviously he'd been wanting to start this tournament, but it was expected it'd be Maguire and Stones. But I think Gay's coming to the tournament, and he's done well this game. You know, he had quite a few good defensive moments, and yeah, I do think Serbia will be the toughest team that we play in the group stages, and I think that showed with that, you know, the resilience. They almost had a few chances where they could have scored themselves, could have had a penalty from Trippier there, and that's what I'm saying, the mistakes are happening. I'm not a fan of these mistakes. But it also showed with the Denmark-Slovenia game ending 1-1, splitting the points, and, you know, you might actually see all of the other teams splitting the points and us take up 3 points in every game, which I'll be happy with, putting all of them on 2 points. And yeah, it would put them all on 2 points, which would be insane to see one of them go through on 2 points. Obviously Denmark drawing 1-1 with Slovenia. We saw Eriksson get the goal for Denmark and Janza get the goal for Slovenia. And I like the storyline of the Eriksson goal. Obviously Eriksson missing most of the last Euros because of his cardiac arrest. But I do see Denmark being, you know, a weaker side than they were a few years ago. It's sad to see, because Eriksson might have helped them take them to the final last time, but I feel like they got to the semi-final because Eriksson had his cardiac arrest, and there was a storyline behind it. But it's good to see Eriksson get their first goal at this Euros, but he couldn't get the win because, you know, they ruined the chances. They just couldn't get that final bit happening for him. On to Slovenia, I think Sesko looked really dangerous. He had some good chances. He rattled the post. So they might manage to do something against, you know, England and Serbia. We'll wait and see. But I think Slovenia will be bottom of this group alongside Denmark. I feel like those two will be bottom of the group, and I think Serbia will take points off of them both. And on to the final game I need to talk about today. It was actually the first game that happened on this day. Poland versus the Netherlands, and it looked like Poland would be keeping their unbeaten run under their manager since he came in replace of Fernandes. But no, Weghorst came in to ruin the day with Gakpo and Buxa getting the other goals in the game. Yeah, ruined the day there, Weghorst. But you know, he saved the day in Netherlands' opinion. Gakpo got a massive deflection, and you know what I've noticed? There's been a lot of deflections at this Euros, and I don't know why. You know, we'll see if it continues in the next few days. But I've noticed a lot of deflections in the goals, and it's weird to see this many deflections go in. Flukiness, you know, if it gets you to the final, it gets you to the final, doesn't it? Poland looked like a solid team, looked like a well-structured team. Even without Lewandowski today, they looked like a strong team, and I thought they looked like a team that, you know, might give Austria a bit of a challenge in the group. Obviously, I can't see them giving France a challenge. It's France, but watching Netherlands kind of showed me that I feel like France are going to do them in. We'll wait and see how France play today. Obviously, France play in Austria, but I've got to wait and see on that one. But right now, it looked like the Netherlands were still quite a weak team. Gakpo had quite a lot of chances. He seemed dangerous, but we'll wait and see. As I said, we got a few more games coming up to us, and Depay just didn't look like he was up to standard. He just didn't look like he was up to scratch on that right side for him today, and it just didn't seem to be kicking off for him. But it leaves us with another day here. Obviously, Netherlands topping their group in Group D, England topping our group in Group C, followed by Denmark, Slovenia, and then Serbia at the bottom of the group right now. But I imagine that it's going to change very much so in the next week when we play Denmark and Serbia play Slovenia in that Slavic derby. But that is the end of the video now, guys. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, because there's more on the channel all the time. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully I do see you next time. Cheers.